What is going on, guys? It's your boy Ryan back with another podcast. I know. Where have I been? I've been gone for a while. Been a lot of crazy things back right now. I missed 6 weeks worth of podcast, both for information for you guys. I apologize, but we're here. We're back again. We're gonna start off with week 6 of the NFL. What a crazy week of football. Really, football has been actually kind of out of whack. As you guys know, I'm a Chiefs fan. My Chiefs did get a dub. Not my Chiefs, but team I root for did get a dub this weekend against the Lions. It was a pretty good game in my personal opinion. I think the Chiefs played a very good game. Of course, it's going to be people that say we're Chiefs, but I mean we cheat every game. So I mean, like, what's the point of even like arguing with these guys? Another thing why I haven't really been doing a lot of podcasts is because, like, for instance, I'm not a confrontational person, meaning that, like, someone's arguing with me and I see like no valid point to what they're saying, I tend to not respond, which is bad for, especially if I'm doing stuff on the internet, because that's the whole point of me getting a reaction out of people who have different opinions than me. But for instance, like tomfoolery, like I just won't go for it. Like if you guys see, you can guys go on my TikTok. Every time I post a comment on a video, I never like go back and like respond to it. Like unless it's like unless the guy has information that, like, okay, I'm like, okay, I can see that. Like for instance, say we're arguing about Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, right? I'm arguing on the Peyton Manning side that I feel like he's a better quarterback than Tom Brady. Tom Brady might have won more, but in terms of everything that Tom Brady could do, Peyton Manning could do better. And then the guy's like, well, you can't say that because the longevity and the rings and all this winning of Tom Brady makes him the best. So I will go back and forth with that. But for instance, like okay, I know we're basically the new Patriots. I've been a Chiefs fan for a long time. I've been a Chiefs fan since 2014. Way before Patrick Mahomes, way before Tyreek Hill was there. When I was in high school, I was there with Alex Smith. I was there with all the years of us like doing so good with Andy Reid and then fucking losing in the first round. I was there when we got to the second round and got fucking just blown out. Like I was there for the Andrew Luck masterclass. I was there. So I understand how the Patriots' reign affected a lot of dynasties now in the era of football. So for instance, that Lions game, I want to go back to Lions game because I believe this is the craziest game I've ever seen somebody accused of cheating. Right? So I'm going to the stats. The stats were the Lions had 300 total yards of offense. The Chiefs had 355 yards. The Lions had 200 passing. The Chiefs had 240 passing. Rushing, the Chiefs had more because of Patrick Mahomes and Derek Arm, and the rushing attack was 98 yards. Now, people were crying. They were literally crying about the amount of penalties the Chiefs had. The Chiefs had zero penalties, right? The Lions had four penalties, two being illegal formation, which the guy literally on the broadcast explained that Jared Goff. Cause I was confused too. I thought it was a legit play, right? Then I had to go read what illegal formation is. Illegal formation is when you're shifting when the ball's being snapped or you're not set. So I guess in that play, Jared Goff had to, since he was under the helm, he had to go back, get set first, then shift in order for the play to be viable, in order for it to be a play. Guy literally explained that. That's one penalty. Another penalty was just what is it? When you delay a game. So basically the Lions only had two penalties. So like I was literally like I'm looking at the comment section, which is a bad thing to do after a win from if you're a Chiefs fan. Like don't even do it. But I'm looking there like, oh, the Chiefs had no penalties. They're cheating. The amount of times they were holding Aiden Hutchinson, blah 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 blah. And I'm sitting there like, bro, I was watching the Jaguars game, and this is no shade to the Jaguars because Jaguars are a great team defensively. Bro, they were it was a play. It was third down. They could have swung the momentum of the game. They were doubling Chris Jones and both of them. I watched it. I watched it. I had to replay the shit. Both of them had their hands under his pads, grabbing his actual skin. And I'm sitting there like, whoa, that's crazy. Like, and they didn't call that. But am I gonna come on here and cry about that? No. Why would I come on here and cry about we were gonna lose that game regardless? That's not the like okay. I want to say this clear. I'm not gonna say I'm not one to care about penalties, but if you're a better team, then you should win the game. Period. Regardless of penalties, regardless of anything. That's how I feel about it. I'm not a whiny baby. I'm not gonna come up here and cry. I've never cried off anything ever. Never. I've never cried. Like, bro, when the Bengals beat us in the AFC Championship in like 2022, 5,000% Tyreek Hill when Pat threw the ball to Tyreek Hill on the fourth down and made the turnover. 100% Tyreek Hill was grabbed and he was grabbed 100%. Even Bernasa was like, "Oh yeah, they might have got away with that one. That was a grab." But I'm not going. I didn't come online and be like, "Oh my God, the Bengals cheated," and like, no, it is what it is. We played bad. We deserve to lose that game, and that really should have been it. Like, I don't really understand what this like. I know where the hate's coming from. Of course, people hate those who win. People hate the greatest, and Pat right now is undisputable the greatest NFL player that is playing right now. It's not even close. The only people I think that's like probably on Pat level is probably Lamar, and when they're healthy, Lamar and Josh Allen. We're gonna get to them later because people have a lot to say about Josh Allen and the way they lost this week. But I digress. Stop crying, please. It's getting to a point where it's like these are grown men. Like these aren't like I understand if I look on the profile and it's a little ass kid, he's like 17, 16, 15. Even 19, a teenager. Okay, you got it, bro. Just go ahead and do you. But these are like 30, 20-year-old men that was probably doing the same thing when Tom Brady was out here literally cheating. Like they got caught cheating multiple times and these guys probably were still not even like, oh, and then I seen a comment with someone, and it had over 10,000 likes. Oh, Tom Brady never did them like this. I'm like, what? It had to be a kid that was born in like 08 or 09. It had to be. There's no way. Cause like I started laughing. I just skipped it. Like, bro, like what are we doing? What are you doing? But anyway, let's get back to the actual game. Um, the Chiefs played an actually really good game. Let's actually we can pull up the stats here. I'm not gonna pull up the stats to talk about it. The Chiefs actually played a very, very well organized game. I got a little shaky in the second half. Not the second half, but before the second half, where we went for it on fourth down and then get it. Now I know Harrison Bucker missed the field goal, and I know they're trying to match the Lions intensity. But like, come on, bro. Like, just let him go out and kick a field goal. We're at the 30. It's gonna be a 40-yard field goal. He can kick that. Listen, Harrison Bucker, this is for you. I've always vouched for you, man. I remember, like, not last year, but the year before that, I felt like you were one of the top three best kickers, bro. You were insane. I know injuries really do take a part on any position, especially a kicker on your foot. I think he had a toe injury or something like that, or ankle. But come on, bro. We need to be more consistent, man. These games are like starting, especially in the playoffs. These games are going to be determined by field goals. So we need to do something, man. We need to like wrap it up. Maybe we need to get a new holder. I don't know. Ask him what he feels comfortable with because right now it's not hitting. But the game, amazing game by Patrick for 257 yards in the air, 3 touchdowns, one running in, 32 yards rushing. Pacheco had a good game, 12 carries for 51 yards. Kareem Hunt had some nice, tough, determining runs. A lot of first downs. I feel as though like low key, we need to give Kareem Hunt a little bit more touches. Especially, I feel like Pacheco when we're like maybe at like behind our own 50. I'm sorry, behind the opponent's 50. Then I can see Pacheco because Pacheco has that kind of like that burst of speed that we need that Kareem doesn't have. But once we get past the 40 and 30, it's time for Kareem to go let him pound the ball, pause, let him pound the ball in there and get to work because he's more of a not aggression runner, but he's more of a yard at the contact rusher than Pacheco is. Pacheco can do it too, but ever since that injury, he's been a little bit not 100%. Hopefully, he gets his wings back and he starts being doing good. Xavier Worthy scored a touchdown. Hollywood Brown scored a touchdown. Juju was going crazy. I don't want to say Travis is back because he never left, but you know how I am. Travis is just so good. An idol for me. I love Travis Kelsey. If I was able to play football, I would want to be a tight end just like him. Probably not block as much because I ain't trying to block them big ass motherfuckers. Like I like just get the rock and just do some moves. But great game by Chiefs overall. And people are there's starting to be some discussion of should Pat be in the MVP conversation. 100%. The only reason why Pat's not in the conversation is because he's not Lamar. And this is no like I never hate on no quarterback. There's only one quarterback I truly hate on, and we all know who that is. I don't even have to say it, bro. Fucking I say it, Jalen Hurts. I hate him. I genuinely think that like this guy gets so much praise for literally doing like the bare minimum. Like it's crazy. He's like the Jimmy G of the Eagles, and they just don't care because he won a Super Bowl. But like as an Eagles fan, I agree. Like who gives a fuck about what my quarterback's doing? As long as he's winning, as a fan, who really cares? But in terms of like putting him in top five conversations and top three and shit because he's winning, it's ridiculous to me. I don't get that. But let's get on topic. Um, the Lions. The Lions played an okay game. I what's Amon St. Brown had that costly drop in the fourth on fourth down, which could have sprung the momentum a little bit. They could have been behind by three. And then so when the Chiefs went down to score, it still would have been a close game, but the game started getting a little out of hand after that drop. Jared Goff had a great game, 203 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jahmyr Gibbs was doing okay. But we were able to stop that. I'm surprised that our defense is getting cooked lately, especially our secondary. So I thought this was going to be a game where it was going to be straight up like score. Like I thought the end score was going to be. I thought we were going to win this game. But I thought the score was going to be like maybe like 38-31 or something like like a shootout. But it didn't happen. That we held them to under 20 points, which is phenomenal defense. Jameson had that nice run in, breaking a lot of tackles. It was impressive. Jameson was like really good, bro. I think he's the number two for sure. Sam Laporta had that great catch. Like it was such an impressive catch. And I was losing in fantasy, and with him scoring a touchdown, I actually won. So let's go. He clutched it out. He clutched the fantasy for me. Um, other than that, it was a great game. Okay, now let's get to the controversy. So at the end of the game, Brian Branch punched Juju in the face because he refused to shake Pat's hand, and Juju didn't like that, and Juju talking shit. So basically, at the end of the game, Gamer was explaining to us that that it was a lot of dirty plays going on. Juju blocked him in the back, and all the other stuff. And I did see that, and it should have been called 100%. Like I'm not denying that that was a illegal block in the back, and the play was kind of over because Brian Branch was nowhere near even able to get. I think it was Pat or it was Pacheco, one of them running the ball. It was no he was nowhere to even go grab them. Right? Should have been called. I agree. I'm not saying I'm not a delusional Chiefs fan to say that we played a perfect game because there was some calls that should have been called, but if they're not called, they're not called, bro. Like I really don't understand why people are so upset about that. Not every play or every flag that happens is called. That's just football. That's in every fucking sport. Like that's in basketball. That's in football. That's in fucking hockey. Like every call that's not every flag or any illegal things that's not caught is sometimes just it's not caught, bro. You have to accept that. No one wants to accept that. It's not about us like cheating or it's just it happens in every fucking game. Like, but the only time people have that aggression is when it's a Chiefs game, which it blows my mind because like it happens in other games, bro. Like I'm a football fan. I'm a huge football fan actually. I watch majority of every games that I feel like is gonna be entertaining. And it's causing every game that don't get called. It is what it is. But back to Brian Branch, he punched Juju in the face because of the block in the back, and he said he was being an antagonist. Now I've been looking at a lot of like people response to that, and I agree. People were saying that he should have handled that in the heat of the game, which is 100% correct. If he would have smacked Juju in the heat of the game after he did that, I got no problem, like no problem. But for him to do that after the game to bring more light around it was just kind of dumb in my personal opinion. Like sometimes people need to know how to control their emotions. Now, saying that as a grown man and you have a competitive nature, trust me, I understand. Like I'm a huge gamer, and when I lose, and especially in like ranked game modes, I get kind of pissed, regardless of who I'm playing with. So even I understand. I actually play football too. The competitive nature of playing out there and when I outplay your opponent, I understand that. But for instance, like you can't. Can't just like throw up like that. Especially playing the Chiefs, especially playing the golden boy of the NFL, Mahomes. Like I said, I'm not a biased Chiefs fan. I know that Mahomes is treated a little bit differently than everybody else in terms of like how hard he gets hit. Like that's just the way football is. That was Tom Brady as well. Like that was Aaron Rodgers as well. That was Peyton Manning as well. Like it's sad, and I understand how other fans might have negative effect on that. But like, bro, if he goes down, like that's huge ratings for the NFL. And you gotta think about it, guys. NFL, it's a ratings game now, bro. Why do you think these people, these big TV organizations are fighting over rights to games? Like, you don't think that's like has nothing to do with that? Like, come on. Like, we need to wake up, man. We need to wake up. I'm not saying the NFL is rigged. That's not what I'm saying at all. The NFL, I think NFL might be the farthest thing from rigged. I think the rigged sport is basketball, but we digress from that shit because I'm telling you, there's too many times I'm gambling on basketball, bro, and it's like the easiest shit, like a player to get a point, and the player don't get a point. Like he doesn't get a point. Like it's ridiculous. Like I don't even know how you're an NBA player, and you're made for scoring, or like you can't score, and you just don't get a point. It's fucking ridiculous. That happens to me like a lot in basketball. So I stop betting on that shit. That's rigged. I know basketball's rigged, like 100%. But great game all around for the Chiefs. Um, Brian Branch did get suspended. He got suspended for a game, which he should have got suspended. Juju did get beat up, but I mean, like, we're playing football, not WWE or UFC. Like, who cares if a nigga gets beat up in football? Like, who cares? I genuinely, Juju's not a tough guy. Like, Juju does TikToks and dances, bro. Like, what are people like? You shut your mouth. You got beat up. I mean, people get beat up all the time. Like, this is not even defending Juju. Like, I genuinely don't understand. Like, fighting is so weird to me, especially when like you're a grown man, because it's like misogynistic. Like in my personal opinion, like why you fight another grown man? And I get angry pretty fast, and I want to fight people too. But then when I realized like why am I even fighting this guy like over something he said or something he did to me? Like I don't get it. But um, we did end up beating the Lions. So now our record is 3-3. We have the Raiders next. Should be an easy game. But you know how I feel about divisional games. Divisional games are always a doozy. Like I feel like every divisional game, they always play the Chiefs good. So we'll see. But we should win this game and 4-4, 4-3. Rasheed Rice is finally back. This offense is clicking at the right spot. Bro, watch out for us, man. I'm saying it. The Bills are looking. The way the Bills are looking, and the way the Ravens are, bro, I literally don't. If we can get set, the only team I see that actually might give us a problem in the AFC, believe it or not, is the Jaguars because we lost them, and I feel like they're actually a really good team this year. They're really well balanced. Trevor has to get a little bit better, but I feel like their team is very well balanced. And the second team we have to worry about is probably like I want to say I think that's really it. Like I'm looking at the teams. Like the Bills, of course, always play as great. Like there's no respect to the Bills. Like I respect the fuck out of the Bills. Like I'm a Chiefs fan that respects the Bills. I know it's a shocker, but like they're always so good. They play are so good. It's always a close ass game. Like I think Josh Allen is the second best player in the league. Like it's not even close. Um, it's close. It's close for him and Lamar. Um, but like all the other teams in the AFC, like I don't fear. Like I don't fear. And we're about to go over every team, and I'm gonna tell you why I don't feel them. But that was a great win for the Chiefs. Our offense is clicking right now. Our defense is getting there. But I feel like that was a great game. Okay, the first game was Eagles and Giants. Um, the Giants did pull off the upset, 34-17. This is like I was so happy. Like this is one of the happiest time Thursdays ever. I'm not even an Eagles hater because I don't hate the Eagles team. I hate the Eagles fans, bro. Like I don't know what it is, but it comes to a point where every poverty franchise, right? Poverty in terms of like a poverty city like Philadelphia, like Detroit, like what else? Like not Boston's not poverty, but like Carolina, but they're not shit talkers. But I'm just saying in terms of that, like a city that's like a high poverty rate, the fans are just so fucking blasphemy. Like they piss me off so bad because they keep saying like they have this stat where it's like, oh, Jalen Hurts is 4-1 against Pat, um, and all of this shit. The same thing they said about Joe Burrow, but like, okay, what does that even mean? Like, one of those is in the Super Bowl, and then three of those is in a regular season game. Who really cares about regular season game? Can we stop this shit, bro? This narrative of regular season game. We don't care about that. They beat us in the Super Bowl. We beat them in the Super Bowl. That's 1-1. Why is like what are we talking about? Like I really don't understand that shit. Like it like makes me so mad to the point where it's like these guys are literally just doing anything just to make just try to make the narrative that Jalen Hurts is him. Like I'm sorry, Jalen Hurts is the weakest link on that team. Period. And I'm not here to argue with that. I'm not here to slander Jalen Hurts' name because I believe that Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback. He's better than good. He's great, but he's not top five, or he might not even be top 10. Maybe he's top five in winning. You can have that, but when you have a squad like that, if you're not winning, there's a problem. This is a legit problem. If you have Saquon Barkley, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, a crazy ass defense, a good ass O line, and you're not winning, like, bro, that's literally a fucking problem. And this is why we need to start to come to an agreement that I think the top three quarterbacks and like it's tiers to the shit. Like it's tiers. Like I'm sorry, it's three motherfuckers in the god tier. It's Pat, Allen, Lamar. That is it. There's nobody close to these motherfuckers. They're in a tier of their own. When I'm facing those two quarterbacks, it's the only time my heart is genuinely racing. Like every play is racing. Stop him, stop him. I'm literally worried that at any moment they can take over the game. When we played the Eagles, right? We lost. That was an L. It's okay. I don't complain about we not having people. We lost. But I feel like when I'm playing the Eagles, we're always in the game until we're not. Like that Super Bowl, we got built the ass. Like I'll admit it, we got built the ass. I'm gonna be a lot. I only complain when the O line Pat can't do anything, bro. Like the Eagles defense was way too good. Our O line was fucking cookie crisp chips. It was this ass. It's nothing we could have done. They were rushing us. Pat was in distress the whole time. Jalen Carter was phenomenal. So like it's nothing we could have did. But like every time we played the Eagles, it's always been a one score game, and somebody from our team just doesn't make a play. Like, and that's not complaining. That's generally what happens. For instance, when we played the Eagles the first time, in not the first time, but the first regular season game, we have Valdez. Valdez makes that catch, we literally win the game. Like we win the game, run the clock out, we kick a field goal, we win. He's at the 10 yard line. Boom. That's a win for us. We lost that. I'm not saying that is the reason why we lost. Generally. Number two, the next game we played against them, with Travis Kelsey, he fumbled at the goal line. If he would have, I'm not saying the Eagles wouldn't have scored, right? But the way the Eagles offense has been playing this year, who said they would have went down the field and scored? Like they only scored two times up to that point. So like it wasn't really like nothing crazy. Like you know what I'm trying to say? Like so it's just a whole bunch of things that just don't go our way, which is fine. That's football. That's how football is. Credits to the Eagles for making the plays when they had to make the plays because that's how football is. Whoever makes the plays is going to be the one that wins. But let's go back to the game. Giants put belt the ass to the Eagles. That was belt to ass. Cam Scatterboo is like the fucking most like funniest motherfucker in the league right now. He had 98 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. He was literally just running all over. It was a play where Zach Bond, all pro Zach Bond, got picked the fuck up and slammed to the ground off a hit. It was the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen that happen to a linebacker. I'm not gonna cap. That was embarrassing. That was so embarrassing. Like if I was him, I would have went in the locker room and then like this, put my head down and not said anything because that shit was embarrassing. Jackson Dart was diming it up, bro. 58 rushing yards, 1 touchdown, one through the air. Um, I don't want to go too hard on the Eagles because I feel like the Giants just outplayed them. Like it wasn't even the fact that like the Eagles played bad. I think the Giants just outplayed them, bro. Like, and that's happens in football. I see all these commentators like, what's going on with the Eagles? I mean, the Eagles are like this. They're generally a team that's like very momentum based. So if they're not really doing good, they tend to struggle. Um, they're not a very flip on team. Like, of course, they have some signature wins, like the Rams game where they were getting beat the most majority of the game, and they flipped the switch. But the Eagles are a very methodical, smart football team. They run the ball a lot. They do a lot of play action. They let Jalen Hurts do his feet, and it worked for them. So that's what they did. They're starting to get away from that now. They're starting to try to throw the ball more. Jalen Hurts had 33 attempts. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Jalen Hurts is not a great thrower of the ball, and that's okay. That's okay. Stick to your strengths, bro. You're here in football to win. You're not here for the critics. You're not here for all of the people. Like, let other people talk. Now, it is true. He can't throw the ball. He missed two wide open passes. And Pat does it too. Like, I'm not saying like no one else does it, but like these were like free. Like bro, there was nobody within 10, almost 5 to 10 yards of Devontae Smith, and he just missed him. Like, that shit, I was like, oh my God, they're butt. Like, I literally, me and my boys watching, I'm like, he's butt. Like, he's butt for that. Then, in the goal line, fucking AJ Brown did that. Listen, can I say something? AJ Brown, listen, this is for you, bro. Get off that team. Get off that team, bro. You are a Super Bowl champion. And unless you don't mind, which you do, and don't lie, you do. Don't mind being a second fiddle behind Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley. Get off that team, bro. You have a ring. You're a wide receiver. You're not determined how you're gonna Hall of Fame off rings. You're not. You are too good. You are too good, bro, to be on a team that quarterback doesn't throw the ball, or the offense doesn't want to throw the ball. I would no cap. This is me, my personal opinion, but I'm not in the NFL, of course. I would probably stay another year or two, try to get another ring, and then after that, I'm dipping. But I mean, AJ Brown, how old is AJ Brown? Let me look that up just so I can like double check and see how old he is. He is. Oh, he's 28. Yeah, he's chilling. He's chilling. He can probably stay there for 2 more years. Try to get him another ring. If it don't work out, if he wins another ring, great. Then go to the team. Go to a really bad team, like maybe like Tennessee. Go back to Tennessee, bro. Maybe you can go to the Patriots. Maybe go to what else team is actually really good? Even no, they got CeeDee Lamb, they got Justin Jefferson. Even like maybe like the Seahawks with JSN, like you guys would be a really great two punch, like something like that where you can really rack up stats because bro, you're too good, you're too great of a wide receiver to not be having the stats. Even though he did have 6 catches for 80 yards, but I mean Dallas Goedert ate up. He had 110 yards for one TD. Um, but like I'm saying, like you should be having 100 yards minimum, bro. Every game, you're that good. You're the same tier as like CD, Demar, Justin Jefferson. You're on that same tier, but you just don't get it enough attention. But Eagles did lose. Eagles lost 2 in a row. They lost to the Broncos and lost to the Giants. Let's see if they can bounce back in this game. But I'm liking the way the Giants are. Man, the Giants are looking really good. And it's just like they're looking scary. They're looking scary. They're connecting. Jackson Darts looks like the future for them. Cam Scott do a great running back. I'm liking that 1-2 punch over there in New York. Finally. Now we gotta come to another New York team. I just want to say this right now. We might need to like delete the Jets. Like I'm not even like saying that has to be funny. Like generally, this team is generally unwatchable. Like I had to get a haircut and I watched this game, the whole game, in the barbershop. I was waiting there for like an hour and some change. Then of course I was watching while I was getting my haircut. Justin Field had 45 passing yards through 4 quarters. Granted, all that's not his fault. That O line is fucking atrocious, like horrible. I think the stat was every 1.8 to 2.3 seconds he was getting pressured, which is like insane. That means you have less than a second to determine where the coverage is, where you're gonna where you're gonna throw the ball, and another second to throw it, which is like bro, like unless you're elite, you can't do that. Bro. Like horrible. But the Broncos did squeak out a win. It was a nasty, ugly game. The score was 13-11. It was disgusting. Like for instance, there I thought the Jets were actually gonna pull that off, but like with them not having no offense, it was just bad. Bo Nix had himself a mediocre game too. Everybody just played bad. It was just a nasty game. Not much to talk about. We can move on. It was just, but Broncos now. I believe they are second in the AFC West. So good for them. Um, we're gonna take that in a little bit, so I'm not worried about that. Okay, next game, Jaguars versus Seahawks. A great game, great defensive battle. Was a defensive game all the way through. Jags had some missed opportunities on offense. Trevor, like I said, Trevor has to get more in tune and get more like smarter on where he's putting the football. I believe he did throw a pick or something. No, he didn't throw no picks. I think somebody fumbled though, or something. I remember seeing something that was a defensive play that made the Seahawks score. Um, yeah, I believe it's so. So, but it was just a great defensive game. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't watch that game too much. I watched like probably the fourth quarter when it was like 20-12 the whole fourth quarter. Like Seahawks just they were just running the ball, running the clock, and for stopping the Jaguars. Nothing they could do. Okay, next game: Chargers versus Dolphins. Snooze fest. Um, Not snooze fest because it was a crazy offensive game. Like they were going hit for hit. The Dolphins defense was actually pretty impressive for most of the game. Devon Achane is actually like so gifted. Like they need to start giving him the ball more. Like 16 carries is not enough. Give this motherfucker 20, 25. The way Tua turned the ball over is playing. He's can I be honest, bro? Tua might be the worst name brand quarterback I've ever seen ever in my life. And I'm not talking about like number one draft picks or stuff like that, but like somebody gets a big ass contract and he literally does like nothing. Like I think he has like how many picks do you have on the season? He has 11 touchdowns to 7 picks. He has two games where he threw over 2 picks. So like he's just butt. I'm sorry, it's time to move on from this guy. He's butt. Mike McDaniels is butt. That whole team is butt. That team has no identity. They're butt. Like I don't want to talk about butt teams because the Chargers do squeak out a window on a late Justin Herbert. Forget Justin Herbert. Lamb McConkey is him, bro. On that 50, I think it was like a 50 or 40 yard broke a couple tackles, ran it to get them in field goal range for them to win the game off the field goal. So great play by Justin Herbert and Lamb McConkey. They are number one in the AFC right now. Not for long though, but they are doing really really good. Okay, Rams and Ravens. This is a pretty sloppy game on the Rams part. The Rams like they couldn't do anything on this defense. Now I won't lie, the Ravens defense is chocolate chip cookies. Like it's bad. Um, but like they were doing good. Like they were stopping the Rams almost like the entire game. And then like a couple breakout plays. Puka did go down. But I think Puka didn't go. Puka went down like the second quarter though. So like they were already stopping him or something like that. So it wasn't like Puka wasn't there. He wasn't there majority of the game, which slowed them down. But Kyrie Williams, that's me for fantasy. I have him fantasy as well. Just an overall game. Lamar is back this game, so I do expect the Ravens to get a little momentum, and I do believe they still might make it into the playoffs. But I don't think they're making it. They're not winning the division. I think the Steelers are just clear cut going to win that division. Like their schedule's too, like their schedule's too easy. They're playing really great football right now. They're protecting Aaron Rodgers. I don't see how the Ravens get back, but Lamar is back, so we'll see. I think they're gonna win out some games. Let's actually look at their Like they play the Bears this Sunday. They're gonna win that with Lamar. The Dolphins are gonna win that. Vikings are gonna win that. Browns are gonna win that. Jets are gonna win that. Bengals are gonna win that. Steelers they might lose that. Bengals are gonna win that. Patriots they might lose that. That's a great game. Packers they're gonna win that. Like yeah, I can see them. Like let me see. They're 1-5 right now. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. I can see them winning the next 1, 2, 5 games and being 6-5. I can see it. Like these opponents are not hard to beat. The Bears are clicking right now, but I don't think they're ready for Lamar. Healthy Lamar. And I can really see them. The two teams I can see them losing to right now, legit is three is the Steelers, Patriots, and the Packers because Patriots are playing great football right now, and the Packers are inconsistent, but sometimes they can have those games where they just click. But other than that, like the Ravens, like I feel like as a Ravens fan, you really shouldn't be that like you should be upset. But like your team can definitely go off and get some wins and still make the playoffs, bro. You have Lamar. Like it really shouldn't be that crazy. But Rams do win that pretty well, 17-3. Um, Cardinals and Colts. Everybody was expecting this to be a blowout. I wasn't. The Cardinals are always scrappy. They're just like the most like unluckiest team ever. Um, Kyler Murray didn't even play this game. I forgot Jacoby Brissett was in. He had a great game, 322 touchdowns. One pick. The coach just they're just too good, bro. Jonathan Taylor is like legit should be in the MVP conversation. Bro has like 700 yards already. Like let me see this. Bro, he had 603 yards in the first 6 games. That means he's averaging 100 yards per game, which is ridiculous. Like that's ridiculous. Um, Colts are scary. I think Colts are a great all around team. They don't have a lot of superstars, but they have a great team. They remind me of us. Like they remind me of how the Chiefs are, where we don't really have the greatest of teams. Like we have maybe like a good quarterback or a great defense, but then our pieces are kind of like they're kind of mid. Like I'm gonna admit, like people like to say like Hollywood Brown's kind of old. Juju's okay. Xavier Worthy and Rasheed Rice are legit. Like I think they're legit. But they're still new, freshly new. Like our offense isn't really that like crazy. There's no household names. We play solid football and we play in the lines and we just go out there and play. Same thing with the coach. I feel like the coach, their greatest player is Jonathan Taylor. He's like insane right now. Like he's probably like right now, in my personal opinion, he's the best running back in the league right now. I don't think there's even like a discussion. He's just too good. Like he's averaging, like I said, he's averaging 100 yards. It was just a great all our great game. The coach did ended up pulling a W, 31-27, and the freaking Cardinals lose three in a row, which is less like this depressing. Or I think it's four in a row. Let me is it four in a row or three in a row? Um, L yeah, four in a row. Like they're falling apart, but I mean that's what the Cardinals do. They're a bad organization, so we really don't want to say much about that. Oh my God, this game! Listen to me. We're gonna talk about the Cowboys and the Panthers. The Panthers did pull off the upset, man. Can I say something like this? This is like crazy. Is the Dallas Cowboys defense the worst defense you've ever seen in your life? Like I'm being honest, bro. This defense is horrible. Like generally, bro. Like let me go through. Let me name the people on the defense. Jamar James, never heard of this. Donovan Wilson, never heard of this guy. Kenneth Murray Jr., never heard of this guy. Maurice Lanfar, never heard of this guy. Sam Williams, never heard of this guy. Reddy Stanford, never heard of this guy. Like besides Trayvon Diggs and Kenny Clark, like who else have you heard of? Like they're like they're taking random motherfuckers off the street and putting them in Cowboys uniforms and go out there and play defense. And to be honest, if the Cowboys were winning, Dak would be the MVP on this because Dak is playing phenomenal football right now, man. Phenomenal. 261, three touchdowns, 25, 34 attempts, 25 completions, like playing absolute fire football. But his defense is just really bad. Panthers offense was clicking on every fucking cylinder, man. Rico Dotto. They traded Rico Dotto to the Panthers this year, and he came in there for a revenge game and put belt to ass. Bro had 183 yards on the ground for 56 yards in a tutty receiving. He was putting belt to fucking ass on them, bro. Running all over them. He embarrassed the Cowboys defense. But then again, when your defense is that bad, it's not even fucking embarrassing. It's just pathetic. Like embarrassing is when you're like, damn, we should be embarrassed. No, that you guys are pathetic. You guys are fucking pathetic. Like, but Carolina does pull off the win. 3-3. Carolina is like they're a scrappy team. I enjoy watching scrappy teams, but I think that's like the best football when a team you don't expect to be good can actually win some games. This is phenomenal. All right, next game, um, Patriots versus Saints. Pretty bad. Game in general. From the Saints, Drake May had a really great game. Drake May is looking really really good. He had that really great game against the Bills, and now he had a really great game against the Saints. The Saints defense is also chocolate chip cookies, like they're bad, but Drake May's phenomenal right now. Like he's clicking on all cylinders. His receivers are really good. Not really good, but they're actually really really good. Like they're making some very great plays. Go to the Saints. Spencer Rattler, bro, is actually like he's impressed me lately. He's very cautious with the football. He makes some very good throws, but like he doesn't have any like great receivers. Like Chris Olave is pretty good. But that's pretty much it. Just an overall great game by the Patriots. The Patriots are now number one in the AFC East. Great on Bills did lose, so they're number one, and it's looking good for them. It's looking good for them now. I seen all the Patriots fans talking shit. Like, chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. Chill out. Steelers Browns. Steelers put belt to ass. Blow the Browns out. Browns are the worst organization ever. They're the worst organization I've ever seen in my life. I want them to lose every game. I'm mad that they even beat the Packers. I hate this. I hate the Browns. I hate everything about them. Delete them from the NFL. Uh, Aaron Rodgers is looking really, really good. If you could protect him, he's making some good timely throws. Just a great game by Pittsburgh. It was going to be a defensive game. We know every time this team plays, it's not a high scoring game. It's very defensive. But like this a great game. This is a great defensive game by Steelers. Titans Raiders. Not gonna lie, I didn't watch this game. Two two mid ass teams. Like I'm not watching that. Raiders did win. Gino, I'm gonna say one thing about that. I don't know what's going on with Gino, bro. Gino need to lock in, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, he throws like two picks every game, leading the NFL in picks. So, like, what is he doing? Like, and I watch some of these games, and I'm a Chiefs fan, so any type of Raiders hate we love. But like what's going on, bro? Like, this is pathetic, bro. Come on. 49ers and Bucks, bro. I'm gonna say it right now. Like, and I'm not even gonna be biased, bro. Right now, Baker is the MVP of the NFL right now, bro. He is just on fire, bro. He's so good. He's so smart with the football. He's so tough. He's gritty. He gets in the mud. He gets it from the trenches. I love this guy, bro. Like, Baker's so good, bro. No, if you hate on Baker, you're not a real football fan, bro. Like, genuinely, like this is the best. This is like the best come up story ever. Like, I love this man. I'm happy that what he's doing. He's balling out, and he's doing this without his two best receivers. Now, I do have what's his name? I don't want to say his name. Emeka Mbuko. I have him at fantasy. He's been doing me good, great. This game he went out. He got injured. So he went out, so he didn't give me that many points. But like he's almost like a bona fide two, maybe even a bona fide one. He's been balling out now that Mike Evans and Chris Godwin's not there. When they come back, it's gonna be a scary ass team, man. These guys, I'm gonna say right here, I think they make it out the NFC. I think the NFC championship is only gonna be either. I know I share the Eagles all the time, but they're just too good to not put them in there. I think it's gonna be Tampa and the Eagles, and I think Tampa's gonna take it. I think it's gonna be either Eagles, Tampa, Lions, or uh maybe the Seahawks. The Seahawks are looking really good as well. Probably out of those four teams. Like I feel like if Eagles play the Seahawks, bro, I think the Seahawks might stun everybody. They might beat them. Like there's no disrespect. Like they might. Packers versus. Oh wait, one more thing. Fred Warner, man. Like I pray out for you, bro. Like if you guys didn't know, Fred Warner broke like with everything in his foot. Like I think he broke two things. So he's gonna be out for maybe a season, maybe even next season. Depending on how long it takes to rehabilitation, man. Like this, I'm sorry, bro. You're the best linebacker in the league right now, and it's just not better. Hope you get better. Packers, Bengals Packers, pretty overall mid game. I don't know. It's like the Packers. I really can't put my finger on. They're either like really good or they're like really mid. Like it's just not. It's one or the other. Like they're never just like. They're just like they're just really good or just like really like mid, barely winning the game. Like, and I don't want to say bad because if you win the game, you can't play that bad to win a game. But look at the Bengals. The Bengals did trade for Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco had a great opening game, 219 for two touchdowns. Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs was just running the ball over them. They couldn't stop the run. Packers are looking good, but they're mid. I won't lie, they're mid. They're mid. We already went over the Lions and Chiefs game. Okay, this shocked me. Me and my boys watching this. The Falcons upset the Bills 24-14. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about uh Josh Allen first. So Josh Allen's been having a pretty bad couple games. I wonder if he's injured because, like, low key, when a lot of great players have like go through a slump, it's something usually bothering them, like either in their personal life or that like actual in their like from their body parts, balls. But like he's just not throwing a ball on time. Maybe it's the play calling. He's being a lot more cautious. I don't like that. I don't like. I feel like Josh Allen is Josh Allen because he plays a little bit on the riskier side. He has a great arm, that accurate, strong, fast arm. He needs to start using that. He's not using these balls are like not timed well. They're like he's not like it just seems like he's him. Like it seems like something's going on. James Cook always has a phenomenal game, 87 yards for 17 carries, so great game by him. And now let's talk about another person I think is an MVP competition. This motherfucker Bijan is on fire. Bro had 238 yards from scrimmage, 170 yards on the ground with a touchdown, and 68 yards on receiving through the air. This is an overall fantastic game. Michael Penix is looking a little bit better. Also this Bills defense is kind of chocolate chip cookies too. Like they're bad. They're not very good. So like I'm not trying to like diminish what the Falcons did because the Falcons came in and handled business. And they held home court advantage and handled business. But yeah, the Bills are looking bad, bro. The Bills are looking bad. I have no problem with it as a Chiefs fan. They can keep playing like this because but I like to beat teams on their best. I don't like to beat teams on a down slump. It doesn't feel like as satisfying. But yeah, we play them in like 2 weeks time. I think next week we play the Raiders and then we um play another team and then we play them. So we play them in about 3 weeks time. Yeah, we play the Commanders, then we play them. So we play them in 3 weeks time. It should be a good game. They always beat in the regular season. Who gives a fuck? It all matters anything. But Bijan, man, Bijan is just a phenomenal right now, bro. He has almost 500 yards from scrimmage. He's averaging like 70 yards a game. Really crazy. I'm only under Jonathan Taylor. So like he's out there performing. A great win for the Falcons. They needed that. They improved to 3-2, and they're chasing that NFC South record. So they should be doing. They're right below the Bucks, but I don't see them catching the Bucks. I think the Bucks are gonna run away with that. And the last game of the slate was the Bears and the Commanders. This game was the sloppiest Commander game I've ever seen. Not ever seen, but like since Jaden Daniels been there, was just fumbling the ball, throwing picks. The Bears defense was just getting after the football, getting after Jaden Daniels. It was just a sloppy game. They deserved to lose that game, and I'm glad they did lose that game because even like for instance, just on my team against the Packers, I think it was maybe last year, 2 years ago, we lost. We were in that game all the way to the end, but we deserved to lose that game. I wanted us to lose that game because games like that, if you win, you really oversee them and oversee your flaws. But like, you need to have losses to be like, damn, okay, we've been scraping through a lot of games. We have to lock in right now, and I think this is the game for the Commanders. The Commanders didn't have Jalen Daniels for like a couple of games, so I think this is the second game back against a really tough defense. Caleb looked pretty good. Caleb still has like I don't know what it is. I'm not giving up on Caleb, but I do believe that he's not the QB that motherfuckers were saying he was. He was the fucking next Patrick Mahomes, like all this crazy shit. He's not great. He's a good quarterback. He's just good, bro. He has accuracy problems. He's like the most nervous motherfucker I've ever seen. Like he's so nervous when I'm in a game. It's crazy how nervous he gets. But DeAndre Swift best running game of probably his career, 108 yards. He was just running all over them. And the Commies defense is actually good. So it was just like crazy, but they did end up Commanders did end up taking the league back, and then Chicago came down and came and kicked a walk off field goal to win the game. So it was a great win for the Chicago Bears, a game they usually lose, and they did end up getting a W there. So great for them. That was the end of Week 6. I'm going to give my predictions for Week 7, and we're going to end the video here. So the Steelers Bengals, I got Steelers probably like 24-14 Steelers. Rams Jaguars. I'm gonna take the Jags in this one. I think the Rams had a really bad showcasing of how they go against like a mid defense. So the Jaguars defense that gets takeaways and gets after the quarterback, and plays really lockdown defense. I don't see how the Rams can, and I don't think they have Puka. So maybe they're gonna probably have to really lead into the Devontae Adams. But I think I got Jags on this one. Eagles Vikings. I think Eagles have a bounce back game. I think this is where they lock in. I think the Vikings defense is really good, but the Vikings offense, like it's here and there saying. So I think the Eagles are gonna take this one. Patriots Titans. Patriots gonna win that. No, Titans doesn't have a chance. I think Patriots win that easily. Panthers Jets. I actually think that this might actually be a good game, a sneaky game. because the Panthers don't really like have a lot of like great pass rushers. They don't have a lot of like great distress from the quarterback. So I feel like if Justin Fields has time to really read the field, he might be able to do something. Um, I'm gonna say the Jets get their first win here and they beat the Panthers. I'm gonna say the Jets get their very first win in the season. I don't see any team going like winless, and they're the last winless team in the league. Dolphins versus Jet. This is a fucking shit bowl. I got maybe I'm gonna take the Browns. Like the Browns probably the defense gonna stop me the Dolphins and I don't know. Actually, I'll take Dolphins. I'll take Dolphins. Saints versus the Bears. We're probably gonna take the Bears here. Oh, okay. The Bears play the Ravens next. The Ravens have a bye. I'm sorry. Um. Uh. The the Bears and the Saints. I'm gonna take the Bears. Bears should win that really good. Raiders Chiefs. Of course, Chiefs. I got Chiefs winning that. Colts Chargers. This is gonna be a very great game. Um, I'm hoping the Colts win because of course I want Chargers to lose. I do think the Colts are gonna win this game. I think the Colts are just a little bit better overall team. The Chargers are still dealing with a lot of injuries on the defensive side. And Quentin Johnson, I don't know if he's coming back this week, but he is out. He was out last week. So I don't know if he comes back. That's gonna be a good. They're gonna just probably leave that McConkey and then have Herbert really just try to. Man, I don't think he can get out on this team. That's so well rounded. Give me the Colts. Broncos Giants. This is not for me being a Broncos hater. I believe the Giants are on a hot train right now. They have the momentum. They're going to run the ball on the Broncos, which the Broncos do have a problem defending sometimes because Brees Hall just had them a game against them. So I think Cam Scatterboo, Jackson Dart, they're going to run that ball and they're gonna pull off the upset on the Broncos. I feel like Giants are going to win this. Um, Packers Cardinals. This is a game that people might say Packers, bro, but I'm telling you, every time the Packers play the Cardinals, it's always a great game. I think they played twice in the last 3 years, and the Packers won all two of them. But like the games are so close until like they make it, like the Cardinals make a dumbass mistake. But I'm gonna be betting on the Cardinals to make that dumbass mistake, and I'm gonna say the Packers are gonna win. But it's gonna be a good game. There's always a good game with them. Commies and Cowboys. Give me the commies, bro. Until otherwise, I can never put my faith in the Cowboys with that defense. I can't, bro. Um, like even if the Cowboys win, good for them. Like I'm not down anybody's team, but like that defense is so bad, man. It's so bad. Um, unwatchable, bro. So bad. Falcons 49ers. I might take the Falcons here. Fred Warner's banged up. I don't know if Brock Purdy's back. I don't know if Kittle's back. Like the 49ers is just like the most injured riddled team in NFL history, bro. They're always injured. Falcons are playing some good ball. I expect B Down to run all over them with no Fred. Fred is a great run stopper. I think the Falcons take this. Buccaneers Lions. This might be game of the week. Game of the week. This is gonna be insane. It's gonna be electric. It's gonna be an offensive showdown. We all know how these teams get down. Um, the Bucks have beat them the last two. I believe the last two meetings, or I mean, I beat them last year. So I think it's going to be a great game. I think Bucks are going to continue their winning trend. I think Lions lose in a row. And I think they have to really go back to the drawing board and see what's wrong. But I think I have Buccaneers taking this game. In the last game on Monday Night Football, it's Texans Seahawks. Give me the Seahawks. Texans is looking just really bad, bro. Their offense is bad. They're going up against a top tier defense. I don't see how the Texans really move the football up and down the field on the Seahawks defense. It's going to look bad. But yeah, give me Texans Seahawks. I mean, give me Seahawks over the Texans. And that'll be it for today's podcast, guys. I appreciate you guys for coming out. We're on to week 7. It's crazy. We're 7 weeks already in the NFL. Um, I'm just recording this tomorrow. It's my birthday. I'll be 27 years old. I'm on my gym grind. I'm trying to do some things, get my life back together. Trying to do things I like doing. So we about to actually head to the gym right after this. Um, but I appreciate you guys for watching this. Stop it.